Zile zile, zile zile yo alergyal, mile mile, mile mile pe mai.
Good day, Grade 8, especially sa aking mga estudyante from Grade 8 Franklin, Grade 8 Ampere, Grade 8 Newton, Grade 8 Charles at Grade 8 Pascal. For today, we will be having the continuations of our lesson on quarter number 3, which is entitled Periodic Table of Elements. So, since ito ay ating continuations or pagpapatuloy ng ating mga lesson, pengi namang isang masigabong palakpakan dyan. So now, these are the objective for our lesson. So at the end of the lesson, the students should be able to first is gain understanding about periodic table and its features. So, familiar nga ba kayo sa periodic table of elements? And specifically, the participants or students should be able to trace the development of the periodic table from observations based on similarities in properties of elements. So, ito ang mga objectives natin. Bakit sila tumawa? Next. So, I have here with me an example of periodic table of elements. So, class, pakitignan mabuti. So, ano nga ba ang nasa loob ng ating periodic table of elements? Kung mapapansin ninyo, ay meron ditong mga symbols. These are the symbols of the elements. At ano nga ba ang mga elements? Makinig mabuti. Elements is the simplest form of matter. So, dun sa mga last lesson natin, ano nga ba ang ibig sabihin ng matter? Sabi natin, matter is anything and everything that occupies space and has mass, di ba? Alam kong nasagot nyo yan dahil lineso na natin yan last time. Magaling kayo. Next! Last, nung kayo ay mga grade 6 and grade 7, meron na rin kayong descriptions or you were able to describe the appearance and uses of uniform and non-uniform mixture. So, alam ko, meron na kayong mga prior knowledge about that topic. So, ngayon, ang gagawin natin ay dadagdagan pa natin kung ano na nga ba yung mga alam ninyo about these topics. Next. And, eto pa. Dito sa ating lesson natin, ngayon, the learners or student were able to distinguish mixture from substance based on set of properties. Meron dong sinabing distinguish. The learner were able to distinguish mixture from substances. Ano nga ba ang ibig sabihin pag sinabi nating distinguish? Ito yung characteristics or katangian ng mixture na hindi mo makikita sa substances. So, yan pa yung mga objective na kailangan natin tingnan natin dito sa lesson natin ngayon. Nakuha ba? Kung nakuha, palakpakan nga dyan. Next class, pakitingnan mabuti yung inyong screen. Okay? Meron ako ditong table that will tell us the differences or distinguishing characteristics between substances and mixture. Okay. Tingnan mabuti. Walang kukurap. O ngayon, pwede nang kumurap. Okay, ngayon magsimula tayo about the characteristics of substances. Ito yung una. Ang mga substance, it is made up of one matter. And the compositions is the same throughout. Kahit pa siya ay kalugin mo ng kalugin, ganun ba? The appearance of that substance is the same in different sides. Magkakamukha siya. Pero pag sinabi nating mixture, ito yung pagkakaiba niya with substances. Pag mixture, it is made up of several substances that are not chemically bonded. O, yun ang pagkakaiba ng dalawa. Pangalawang pagkakaiba nila. Okay. Pangalawa, chemical and physical properties are constant for substances. For mixture, chemical and physical properties may vary or depende yan. Next, for substances, it can be categorized as gas. Ano nga bang example natin for gases? Sige nga, will you please write? Or will you please think of an example of gas? Example natin dito is oxygen or ano pa? Hydrogen, yes. Next one for liquid, example is water, and solid, wood. Okay. So, substances can be categorized as gas, liquid, and solid. Next one, for mixture. For mixture naman, mixture can be categorized as homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. So, ano ang ibig sabihin? Pag sinabi nating homogeneous mixture, yung homo, which means one or uniform in appearance. And for heterogeneous mixture, hetero means two or more. So, these are not uniform in appearance. Okay. Next, example of substances. O class, will you please think of an example of substances? Meron ditong mga nakalagay na ako. Example natin dito is pure water. Yes, that is an example under substances. What else? Hydrogen. Yes, very good. That is also an example. Ano pa? Hydrogen gas and then gold. Okay? But how about for mixture? Mixture natin, meron ako ditong example, sand and sugar. Next one is oil and water and air. Yun ang mga example ng mixture. Pero meron pa akong iba na ito talaga ay hindi ko talaga nakakalimutan in terms of mixture. Ano ba example ng mixture? Halo-halo, class. Halo-halo, menudo, sinigang, mga ganyan. Yan ang mga example na paborito ko ng mixture, 'di ba? Hindi mo talaga makakalimutan yan. Okay. So, meron ba kayong mga questions dito? Kung wala na, magaling. Let us continue. Next, a mixture is made up of two or more substances that are combined, but they are not chemically, but they are not combined chemically. I also have here general properties of mixture. So, ano nga ba ito? Isa-isahin natin. Number 1. Okay. Ang number 1, the components of a mixture can be easily separated. Ano ang ibig sabihin? Mas madali daw siyang mapaghiwalay. Merong mga process na pwedeng gamitin para ma-separate natin yung components of mixture. Like for example, Yung mixture is sand in water. Diba? Yung sand, pwede natin siyang ihiwalay sa water using the process of filtrations, diba? Or, pwede natin siyang salain. Sa ganung pamamaraan, pwede nating maihiwalay yung components of mixture. Okay. Ano pa? Pangalawa. Nakikinig pa ba? Okay. Pangalawa, the components each keep their original properties. Yan. At pangatlo, the proportions of the components is variable. So, yun yung mga general properties of a mixture. Meron pa bang katanungan tungkol doon? Kung wala na, let us continue. Okay. Next. Ito pa rin yung categories. In terms of categories of a mixture, sabi natin kanina meron tayong tinatawag na homogeneous mixture and also, ano yung pangalawa? Heterogeneous mixture. So, kapag sinabi nating homogeneous mixture, dun sa word na homo, ang ibig sabihin is one or uniform. Isa lang ang appearance. Uniform in appearance ang ibig sabihin for homogeneous mixture. So, ano ang mga examples natin for homogeneous mixture? Mag-isip nga kayo. Example natin is salt, seawater, air, and blood. So, those are examples of homogeneous mixture. Next one. For heterogeneous mixture, or ang ibig sabihin natin for heterogeneous mixture is non-uniform in appearance. Okay. Ngayon, mag-isip nga ng example for non-uniform in appearance or heterogeneous mixture. Ito na ang masasarap na bahagi. Example natin is chocolate. Ayan. Chocolate chip cookies, pizza, fruit salad, buko salad. Ayan ang mga examples. Okay. Maliwanag ba yon? Okay. Kung maliwanag, let us continue. Next one. So, matter can be divided into two. So, sabi nga natin kanina, matter can be divided into uniform or homogeneous and non-uniform or heterogeneous. Dito, tignan natin. I have here some reasons why we need to know this first. Yung mga diniscuss natin kanina, kailangan natin yun malaman because these are prerequisite concepts on our topic on periodic table. Okay. So, mayroon ako dito sa aking diagram. We have here the elements, and we all know that elements are arranged inside the periodic table of elements, wherein it is arranged based on the properties of these elements. Okay. The periodic table shows us how the elements are arranged. So, sabi ko nga kanina that the elements in the periodic table are arranged based on their properties. The arrangement is based on similarities in the properties of the element. Maliwanag ba? Kung maliwanag, will you please give me a round of applause? Okay, let us continue. So, dito meron kayong makikita ulit na diagram. Yung elements, pag i-group natin siya into a specific combinations, it will form a compound. Yung compound, pagka natin i-groupo ulit into specific combinations, it will form a mixture. Itong mga elements, compound, and mixture, maaaring ito'y mga materials na matatagpuan natin sa ating bahay or sa ating tahanan. Tamang-tama sa mga oras na ito dahil kayo ay or tayo ay madalas nananatili sa ating bahay. So, meron kayo diyang makikita sa ating bahay na different products. From the kitchen, yung mga ginagamit nating materials in cooking, 'di ba? And sa mga ibang parte pa ng ating bahay. Okay. So, needed background to understand elements. So, dyan, sabi ko nga kanina, meron kayong makikita ng mga different products. Doon sa mga products na yon, meron kayong makikitang product label. Okay. Yung mga nasa likod na label ng mga ginagamit ninyong products. It is commonly used products at home are mixture. Again, the commonly used products at home are mixtures of different substances. Mixtures are usually composed of more than one compound, and compounds are made up of more than one element. So, tignan nating mabuti. 'Di ba? Ano nga ulit? Tingnan nga natin that elements are arranged inside the periodic table, and a group of elements can form a compound. A group of compound or a compound that is grouped together in a specific arrangement can form a mixture. Yan ay mga matatagpuan natin sa ating mga tahanan at araw-araw natin siyang ginagamit. Okay. Maliwanag ba yon? Okay. Let us continue. Nakikinig pa ba?
Zile zile, zile zile yo alergyal. Mile mile, mile mile pe mai.
Okay, class. Dito ngayon, meron tayong makikitang diagram and their examples. So, ang una natin dito is an element. And we had here an example of elements, which is hydrogen and oxygen. Itong hydrogen and oxygen na to, kapag pinagsama sila into specific combinations, it can form water. Ano yung pinagsama? 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen can form water. And when this water is combined with another compound, it can form a mixture. Next one is hydrogen, oxygen, and carbon. So, pinagsama, we have 12 carbon, 22 hydrogen, and 11 oxygen can form sucrose. This sucrose, if kung i-combine siya with another compound, it can form a mixture. So, meron dito tayong example product na alam kong kilala ninyong lahat. Totoo ba? Okay. Ito yung lagi nyong hinihingi sa nanay. Nanay, linalagnat po ako. Cook, cook, cook. Yan. So, it is an example of mixture. Now, let us continue.